Thanks for staying with us. It's time for our weekly Adopt a Pet segment. Rita Hart with the St. Lucie County Humane Society is here and has another adoptable great pet for us. Thanks for joining us, Rita.
Yeah, thanks as always, Ed, for having us back. And this is Rascal. And Rascal is just 1.5 years old, and he is listed as a purebred Shih Tzu, but I don't know, I think he might have a little bit of terrier in him. His coat is a little bit like wiry like a terrier's is. But he was found by animal control as a stray. He did have an owner at one time, but unfortunately the phone number connected to his identification was no longer in service. So he came back to us, and we are not able to find who owned this little guy. But he is, as you can see, very docile and sweet and gentle, walked great on a leash when I brought him into your studio today, and he's available for adoption.
And for 1.5 years old, he's very mild and very calm. He's been this demeanor since he's been here. He didn't just get scared up on the table like sometimes they do. But he just seems to be a real easygoing, mild-mannered dog.
Yeah, that's right. As you know, I bring them the animals down from the shelter in Fort Pierce in my car, and he just settled right into the passenger seat, and no jumping around or anything. He was very, very gentle. We have him listed as a level 2, which means we prefer they not go to a home that has children under 10 years of age. I'm not sure in this case why that might be. Sometimes we do temperament testing when the dogs come into us to determine whether or not they'd be good around children or around other pets. It may not just be children. It may just be a case where they don't get along with cats or other dogs. But when that temperament testing is done, the animals are new to the shelter very often, scared and stressed out. So they do things like check to see how the dog reacts if they've got a toy that they're playing with and the toy is taken away from them, for example. That's one of the ways to test their temperament. So I'm not sure why he's listed as a level 2, but from everything that I can see...
maybe it's just that look on his face. You don't really know what he's thinking. You can't tell.
He's
just relaxed, but...
kind of hanging out, chilling.
Maybe he's got some other idea in mind.
He's a sweetie. He does...
Will he get bigger?
No, this is about the size. If he's a Shih Tzu, then definitely not any bigger than this. He probably could use a little more poundage on him. It's hard to see it because he's got long hair, but when you rub your hand down his back, you can feel the bones a little bit. So, I don't know how long he was on his own, but that certainly would account for the fact that he's a little underweight. Right.
Now this is one of the dogs, his fur will grow and need to be trimmed from time to time?
Yeah, definitely needs grooming. I have 2 Shih Tzus of my own, as you know, and they go to the groomer every 6 to 8 weeks. They don't have to go that frequently. I just choose to keep their hair shorter, especially in the hotter weather like this. Some people like the longer hair on the dogs, but if they keep it long, they definitely have to be regularly brushed and groomed.
And I would think if he's going to be outside very much, certainly would want to cut it then, in the summer anyway.
Yeah, I do. I mean, you can see, I know with my own dogs the difference when their hair's longer. That does add. It's like wearing a fur coat in this kind of weather, so you can imagine.
Does that kind of fur shed much? Do you have to vacuum up a lot?
No, they don't, and that's the nice thing. I have a tendency to have allergies to. I'm allergic to cats, for example. I have hay fever and all that business. One of the reasons I have Shih Tzus is because they are, for lack of a better word, hypoallergenic dogs.
Oh, okay.
They don't shed. So.
Well, this is a real easygoing one you've got here. Maybe he sparks up at other times a little bit. Yeah. But he's just a very relaxed, very mild-mannered dog.
Yeah, when I went to pick him up out of the kennel today, he was standing up and wagging his tail like crazy, excited for me to open up the door and let him out. So he might just be a little sleepy. It is hot out today, and he had the car was hot when we rode down. So
the dog days of summer have
That's right.
To him.
That's right. There's a reason for that.
So you have some event coming up that will benefit the Humane Society.
Yes, we're very excited. The first time the Humane Society has put this event on, it's simply called the Pet Expo, and it's going to take place out at the Port St. Lucie Civic Center. We're real proud of that, in the outdoor area, the Village Square, Martin Health System Village Square. We plan on having live music and bounce houses and all that fun stuff for the children. Lots of vendors, lots of pet-related vendors. and speakers throughout the day, canine demonstrations, and the event is also being sponsored by Dominic's Catering, so we're real proud of that, that he's going to be coordinating
Good
the
food from Dominic's always out there.
That's
and
right.
of course you'll bring lots of pets out there.
Yeah, we'll have our mobile pet adoption unit there. We're going to have rabies vaccinations. So you know, there'll be dogs there and cats that you can adopt on the spot if you wish. But also the neat thing about this is that the community is invited to bring their own pet. And I know a lot of times, especially dog owners, they love to go to places where their dogs can come along with them.
Sure.
The event,
love to bring them outside to the events outside the Civic Center. You've seen them out there.
Right. And I don't, do we mention the date? It's Saturday, September 29th from 11 in the morning till 6 in the evening. And vendors are still signing up, and we welcome more and more to contact us if they're interested. The registration form and all that good information is on our website at hsslc.org, and also the city was kind enough to put it on their website as well, so cityofpsl.com.
Right, we've got the info there.
Right.
Well, great, and that's because the Humane Society does so much to help us keep the stray animal population down.
Yeah.
If there were not a place to take these dogs, getting them adopted out somewhere, we would just have these dogs to have to deal with.
That's right.
But the Humane Society handles that part for us, and it works with our animal control department, and we appreciate that.
Right. The animal control department, unfortunately, is on a daily basis bringing more and more animals into us, strays and animals that are found in what we call hoarding situations, people that just get a little over their heads with too many animals. We had a case recently where a gentleman had 11 Chihuahuas in his home, and it just they were well cared for, and he loved those dogs, but it just became a little bit too much for him to take care of them.
Point. Sure.
So those dogs came into us, and we have the small dogs and the puppies are adopted more quickly than the larger dogs and the older dogs are. But surprisingly, because we've just had a huge influx recently of animals coming in, and we have several litters of puppies up there, and small dogs like this, Chihuahuas. There's another Shih Tzu, cute little black and white Shih Tzu. So I would encourage people to go to that website, hsslc.org, and they can click on either dogs or cats. I'm leaving out cats. I shouldn't do that. We have plenty. It's kitten season at this time of year.
We've had those situations too, where we've found houses full of cats as well.
Right, exactly. And so, we have beautiful cats and kittens at the shelter ready for adoption as well. Lots of kittens.
Well, great.
Well,
good. We hope we can help you get some adopted from this program, as we've done in the past, and more in the future. So good luck with it, and we'll see you next time. Yeah, thank you for all you do for us, Ed. Again, we continue with a 100% adoption success rate thanks to your show. That's great to know that what helps out. Actually, you got this started on this program, so we have to say. I'm proud of it. Rita Hart, St. Lucie County Humane Society, thank you very much. We'll catch you next time. All right, thank you. And we'll be back after this quick message.